Hello everyone, my name is Robert Greenstein, a partner at Greenstein & Milberg, the attorneys behind 1-800-VICTIM-2. And welcome back to the 1-800-VICTIM-2 studio. Every day, thousands of New Yorkers are out there riding their bicycles. Some ride their bicycles for fun, others for exercise, some as a competitive sport, and many ride bicycles for work. However, because bicyclists are relatively unprotected, the negligence of others can really cause very serious injuries to the bicyclists. Plus, here in New York City, there's a whole bunch of other dangers that bicyclists are presented with, such as potholes on the road, maybe taxi cabs, somebody opening the door into the lane of a bicyclist, or it could just be, lots of cars on the road, lots of vehicular traffic that presents increased dangers for bicyclists. Lots of examples of drivers that do things wrong, where bicyclists can get injured. Could be that they're disobeying the traffic laws. It could be that they come into the bike lane. They could be texting while driving. They could be driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs. They could sideswipe a bicyclist. I already mentioned opening a car door into the path of a bicyclist. Lots of trucks in New York City and bicyclists could be in their blind spots. And when a bicyclist gets hurt, unfortunately, the injuries can be very bad. They can suffer fractures of the various bones of the head, internal bleeding, spinal cord injuries, herniated disc, concussions, severe bruising, and their injuries can be really very devastating. Now, if a bicyclist is hit by a car, the car's no-fault coverage is responsible for the bicyclist's medical bills. It doesn't really matter who's at fault. The car that strikes the bicyclist is responsible for paying the bicyclist's medical bills and lost earnings pursuant to their no-fault coverage. A no-fault application needs to be submitted within 30 days. In addition to getting your medical bills paid for by the car's insurance, you can also make a claim against the car for their negligence to recover money for pain and suffering. Now, the pain and suffering could include both physical injuries and mental injuries. The physical injuries could just be, past pain and suffering as well as future pain and suffering. And but the mental injuries can also be, especially when you're bicycle, it could be, fear and anxiety, emotional distress of riding a bicycle again, having trouble sleeping, mood swings, post-traumatic stress disorder. It could be a lot of mental injuries that result from getting hit by a car in addition to the physical injuries. Now, if your bicycle was totaled, and some of these bicycles can be very expensive, you can make a claim against a car for the damage to your bicycle. If your bicycle is a total loss, then for the cost of the bicycle. And then some of these bicycles can be very expensive. Sometimes people ask, what happens if the car that hit the bicyclist is uninsured? Or maybe the car is unidentified. Maybe it's a hit and run, which happens, unfortunately, at times. Well, in that case, the bicyclist could make a claim against a car in their household if they own their own car, or if they live with a relative who owns a car in their household. They can make a claim against that car, even though that car was not involved in the accident. However, if you have your own insurance policy, or you live with a relative who has a car's insurance policy, that policy will protect you if you're ever involved in an accident with an unidentified or uninsured, even if your own car is not involved in that accident. Now, if you don't have a car, if you don't live with somebody, a relative who has a car, then you can make a claim against MVAC, which stands for Motor Vehicle Accident Indemnification Corporation. And MVAC will provide the same benefits that the car would have provided if the car stuck around or the car had insurance. So, if you're a bicyclist and you get hit by a car, give us a call, 1-800-VICTIM-2. That's 1-800-842-8462. Don't be a victim twice. Call us at 1-800-VICTIM-2. Thank you.